Pay attention to it. Watch this shit again. Play it again for me, Sarah.
음식 모형이 탄생될지 기대가 됩니다. 먼저 물에 흰색과 노란색 그리고 녹색의 밀랍을 차례로 부어주는 달인. 밀랍이 굳어지면서 오묘한 색깔과 모양이 만들어집니다. 그리고 섬세한 손놀림으로 밀랍의 형
Welcome to DK's Way. Did y'all see that bullshit I just saw? Yes, this show has the Fair Use Act?
Oh, yeah, fair.
Yeah. So that means I'm going to talk about your ass. If your shit is on the internet, I'm critiquing the hell out of shit like that fucking fake lettuce cabbage shit. This is what you vegans are eating. You know, the crops wasn't all that good the last few years. Think about it. COVID didn't have nobody picking lettuce and cabbage and shit. Y'all in this, look at the core of this shit. Next time you in the grocery store and you about to cut into your cabbage when you get home, nigga. You about to make you a salad. You better look at the core of your lettuce. You better examine the core of your lettuce, of your cabbage, all that. Y'all be at them Asian restaurants. Oh, I want some pho. Give me the pho. You can't even say the shit. It's I don't even know what the fuck it's called. Pho. Your ass need to know what you're eating. Them spring rolls ain't got no real spring cabbage on it. Welcome to DK's Way, y'all. Tonight we're talking about all things fake. Starting with this cabbage and lettuce. We out here I was sick for 10 days, y'all. 10 whole days. I don't know why. Maybe it has some of this bullshit on my sandwich. I'm just saying. They used, excuse me, that's that, that ginger ale coming out. I'm a real human, okay? Shit happens. I'm Donnie Keith, the host of DK's Way. If you have any thoughts or questions, email me at dkwayinfo@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram. It's up there in the lower thirds, as Sarah likes to point out, the lower thirds. I'll be like, put my name on the screen. I don't know the technical terms, Also in the house tonight on DK's Way, I am privileged to have my guest on the whole show tonight. I got Mikael in the building. Mikael, the ologist, he gonna talk about that bullshit too. We got Mr. Ronald Cole right next to me. The funny comedian himself with the funky beard. Y'all know him from Instagram, Facebook, and all that stuff. Hidden stages all over the city. Also, international comedian, movie star with his Terminator sunglasses on up in DK's Way. He done button up his shirt like an essay. Give it up for my homeboy, Mr. Comedian Stevie Turner. He calls me Donald Keith. He the only nigga allowed to call me Donald Keith without me cussing your ass out. So tonight, we talking about that bullshit. I want y'all to comment on that lettuce shit and that cabbage. So if they doing that to lettuce and cabbage, what is broccoli? Mikael, thoughts?
Oh, what is broccoli?
How can you think it can't be done like that?
I'm sure what we're getting is a less grade of food compared to, especially what our parents got. And even though it may say organic, it is most likely an inferior food. We're
explain inferior. Niggas is dumb.
It's not giving us the right nutrition. Food is supposed to turn into ATPs. ATPs are the fuel that stirs your body. Like you get unleaded, you get super unleaded. Well, everything turns to ATPs. And right now, we're not getting enough nutrients. We're getting a lot of stuff that we're digesting that's making us full, but it's not giving us the energy. That's why we're doing the energy drinks and, the drugs and all these kind of things to get us artificial Coca-Cola, sugar. We want that type of energy, but nothing sustaining.
Let's talk about energy drinks for a minute. Y'all out there drinking shit called Monster.
Oh.
Monster. Why are you ingesting something called Monster into your body. Or Red Bull. Have you seen what Red Bull does when it spills to concrete?
It gives it wings.
Nigga, throw this. It's giving somebody some wings, giving you some wings out your ass. Because it's just unnatural, the things that it does. Like, you could pour soda on the ground and you could pour Red Bull next to it. Red Bull will eat through that concrete, that little cement stuff. Soda just gonna stain it like it does your insides and your teeth, especially if it's red soda or what have you. But Red Bull, they be in the club like, I want Red Bull and vodka. I'm staying the fuck away from you if you drink a Red Bull and vodka, because that's just not healthy.
Well, the police say that when they got blood and they want to, get it out of the stain, they put Coca-Cola on it.
Right.
They get rust.
Wait a minute. Run that by me again?
When they're dealing with blood, like if there's some blood on the carpet or blood on a floor or something like that and it's sticking, they put Coca-Cola on it. And it does something to help you clean it or remove the blood.
Not only that, but Coca-Cola removes
You
the
heard
rust
of
off the
this
pennies.
before.
Yeah.
We have to double check.
Yeah, it
Mikael.
removes rust.
He's the
Right.
ologist.
It removes the rust off the pennies.
Yeah.
Have I ever been wrong?
We ain't gonna go there.
It do.
Okay, interesting. What'd you think about the lettuce, Ronald? Or the cabbage? It looked like cabbage, but it was
That was
Play-Doh. I don't know what that was.
Fabbage.
Fabricated.
Yeah. I'm not really surprised. I mean, the thing that gets me though is, why do vegetarians and vegans, when they make their food and whatnot, they make it to look like meats, but they say we shouldn't eat meat. I don't get that, but
I say it all the time. I say it all the time.
You can't hear me or something? I'm sorry.
No, I'm asking about the air conditioner. I was trying to do it off air.
I couldn't do it when you were talking to them.
Oh, okay.
Just turn it
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, well,
I couldn't stand up because it's right there.
hey, it's hot in here. For real. And we ain't trying to funk
Bring it
you
down to 74.
right on up.
The
It feels good here to me.
It feel like it's outside.
It feels
to me.
good.
Well, you skinny, Steve.
Oh,
You
yeah,
probably
I forgot.
anemic and shit. I'm not anemic. Are you anemic? Is it
Nah.
hot in here to you?
look,
Your head look a little sweaty.
yeah.
Mike's forehead look a little and y'all already know. I get hot. I got all this and all that. It gets hot up in here in the studio. You didn't know I had all that, huh?
What's all that? I'm not going to use that little movement.
Yeah, please don't. We know about your movements. The booty show. Let's not put a flashback up. Mike was humping the chair. It was pretty scary.
He didn't take off, he ain't saved.
Okay, so back to you, my friend.
Yeah.
What did you think about the fake food you just saw? When you go to a restaurant, how you gonna feel the next time they cut into some cabbage in a Chinese restaurant?
I'm gonna look twice for sure. Yeah. I mean, I'm really not surprised. I saw a article on the internet some years ago. You may have even seen it too. They busted this Chinese restaurant. They were famous for their broccoli beef. Everybody was coming from miles around getting the broccoli beef. And somebody happened to go in the back of the restaurant. They had all these cardboard boxes in these buckets of water, and they was softening up the cardboard and seasoning up the cardboard boxes, and that was the beef in the broccoli beef.
And they was tearing that shit up.
Yeah.
Lines around the
Yeah.
corner. Oh my God,
Yeah.
this beef is
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
good. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Is that a true
But that's
story?
supply
That's
and
a true
demand,
story.
though.
I
They
swear.
supply and demand. How else they gonna keep up with the demand
Yeah,
of the stuff?
yeah.
Those boxes taste good. How they come?
Yeah.
And that's why Steve doesn't work at that restaurant.
They
Or
tired.
any restaurant. He'll be like, oh, you out of what? What's this napkin? If we put some barbecue sauce on it.
Here's a true story by a guy who was 300 pounds, and he got real fit and cut. And I said, so what is your advice to losing weight? He said, don't go out and eat. I
Really?
stopped going out and eat for 2 years.
Or
That worked
like
for
my
me.
uncle said, "Why don't eat it all? Smoke crack. I mean, that'll help you lose some weight." and I've
some
seen it
friends,
work
too.
several times.
Unless your name Jared from Subway. That nigga ate Subway out every day and lost weight. Went to jail. Now he can't have Subway. I'm just saying.
What did he go to jail for?
Messing with
Because,
kids.
you know,
Child porn.
No, he was up there at Walmart. You know, had little boys' pants half off, and what he would do, and they would got him for it. They busted him.
Next image. I ain't gonna ask Steve what he thought about the cabbage.
I'll tell you what I
He
thought about
it was.
it. No, 'cause that was whale sperm.
No.
And I'm telling you, it's like a microwave of vegetables. But I'm not a vegetarian. But I mean, it looked at the end. I wouldn't have ate it at first. But at that last picture, man, give me a plate of that.
Do you think corn is real?
Yeah, it's real.
Maize.
What was maize?
Corn is maize.
Oh yeah, Frankie Beverly. I mean, I eat that all the time. Man, my grandma used to like.
You don't eat Franklin Beverly.
No, my grandma.
You ate his ass?
I'm gonna tell you.
I
something.
mean, don't be saying shit like that on
Well, I will
DK's
tell
way.
you
I
this.
wanna know why you
Well,
said you
DK
ate
should know
Frankie
this.
Beverly.
My grandmother had sex with Frankie Beverly. So really, that corn that we eat is basically like my grandfather almost. My step
He was
grandfather
giving her some joy and pain.
was sunshine and rain. I think my grandmother's a virgin. You know.
Okay, so you don't know if corn is real, Michael, Mikael.
It's a hybrid make-believe substance, and you can tell because when you eat corn, it rarely gets digested. It
Right.
comes out as
Same.
corn.
Looking like it came
A
And
whole
that's
went in.
kernel.
Let me tell you something. Regardless of what nobody say, that's God's way of saying you can eat it again if you wash it off.
Okay, so what about popcorn? It don't come out as a whole kernel, so why does corn come out as a kernel if it's made from the same
Well,
stuff?
anytime you get a different texture, and you put different types.
These
of
are whole seeds.
I get it, but now the popcorn is kind of halfway cooked, and so now when it comes down, it's not raw. How you cook? The point is that you can't really cook this. It still stays at this texture pretty much.
The whole time. And it's so many colors.
It is. But this is really used as, a high fructose corn syrup. And it's really made to be cheap sugar.
Cheap sugar.
What I read today was that corn was developed about 7,000 years ago. It's a hybrid, like you said, between some seeds that somebody decided to put together, and they planted them here in the Americas. Of course, we know the story of the Pilgrims, blah, blah, blah. Maize. But corn has been sustaining people for thousands of years, even though it's not a real thing. We make a lot of things out of corn. Corn tortillas, corn chips. I mean, we eat corn quite often.
And it makes our
Corn
animals
is
bigger
the most
too.
commodified.
Right.
And you're right, and that's one thing you said that I totally agree with you, Donnie. We do make a lot of things out of corn. I know several transvestites who are made out of corn.
Oh my God, why'd I let him talk?
It's true.
Wait a minute, I got to know. They made out
There's
of
some
corn.
artificial
Corny niggas? What are they
organs
made
that are
out
being
of?
used from corn. Like what part of their bodies is corn?
We know the part
They
that they
did.
duct tape on. That's corn.
I don't know what goes. What does duct tape go on?
No, that's what
I've
they
never
tuck.
watched a
That's how
training.
they tuck.
Sarah,
Yeah.
I need you to get a mic
Corn
and
and
tell
tuck.
us that.
Yeah, that's how they do it. You ever heard
Sarah
of this?
said they nip and tuck it.
They tuck and roll.
Yeah.
How you know so much, Mike?
Because some of my best friends are people who have done the operation.
Oh, you're talking. Oh, I got you. Okay.
Some of my best friends.
And a lot of them that do competitions,
Yeah.
they get castrated.
So they get
Exactly.
castrated. So
They
they.
can tuck better.
Oh
Exactly.
wow!
As
So
a
they
matter of
cut
fact,
it in half.
They don't cut it in half because
Y'all, wait a minute. Come on, man. Y'all, let's get
Michael,
too gory with the
We just
conversation.
talking about how they tuck and
No, I
shit.
mean, would you like it if somebody was talking about touching your vagina lips and bringing them all
No.
open and going like,
Mine's is already open. What you talking about?
no. But,
Lie.
They come naturally open. What you talking about?
and it's not
We talking
like
about
that.
chopping a dick in half.
But
and tucking
We're
it.
not talking about that.
I thought we was talking about corn.
We was talking about
Yeah.
corn, but Steve started this shit.
Well, no. Because
Okay, back to the corn, my
Back to
nigga.
the
Back
corn.
to the
Please,
corn.
that's a dirty
Please.
thought in my head.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
Michael, what you think about corn? Now, you said it's a hybrid.
Good point. They've been using it for thousands of years. But where it is today, it is definitely the most used commodity. most used commodity fruit veggies that's out there. You can't hear me?
No,
Pick up your
your
mic.
thing is hanging.
Your mic hang.
Oh.
Okay. And Ronald?
Oh yeah, I agree with him. Corn, they've made it in the laboratory and so many strains and whatnot. It's bug resistant now. And
What?
yeah.
Then why they still got corn snakes? That killed me. If it's
snakes?
bug resistant and why the crows still trying to hang out there? I mean, I guess if we eat it, they want to eat it.
Yeah,
So
they'll eat anything. They're flying rats.
Like Mikey.
right, really,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah.
Like who?
Mikey, you know, Mikey likes it. So.
Anyway, next image. Mikey don't eat Captain Crunch, I bet you. Let's talk about this shit right
Man,
here.
that shit tastes good.
Let me
Okay.
tell you something.
What?
It's like the cardboard beef.
Yeah,
might
I'll
be
agree with
cardboard.
that. I'll agree with that.
That
know?
shit might be cardboard.
No, I'm just telling you.
With
One
beet
day I
juice
went
on
to a barbecue, and they was like, "Oh no, this is vegan, plant based," and it was like it looked like a steak, and it had the texture because they cut it and they grilled it. Oh my God, it was.
Yeah, it
was
looks like it.
Beyond Meat,
It was good.
like the name. Now let's talk about Beyond Meat
I'm gonna talk about
and where it
that.
come from. Now y'all heard of landfills, right?
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what they doing with human bodies right now, right?
What? Burying them?
They running out of places to bury people. So
They're making them into compost now.
yeah, they're turning human bodies into compost. And a lot of the compost stuff is used in plant-based growth. The plants are growing in this compost, so dead people body stuff, and people is just eating people like it's cool.
Wait a
But
minute.
you can't tell them nothing, because where that look a little humanish. I see an eye or something over there. But next image, Sarah, let's talk about impossible.
Soylent Green.
See, that is Beyond Meat. This is impossible. So it's impossible. Not impossible. It's impossible. It's abominable. It's not nothing. It says a burger from plants. Not plant-based. Not plant. We grew the plants in this. They're using compost. You can Google it. Google it at home if you don't believe Donnie Keith. I don't lie to you. Y'all vegans need to watch what you eat. And that's why if I'm going to eat fake meat with flesh in it, it's going to be animal flesh. At least God put that on earth for us to have sustenance and protein. Plant-based meat, I don't have none against eating plants. I'm gonna make me a mushroom burger in a heartbeat. I don't need meat every day. I can eat a portobello mushroom burger and be just as happy with some grilled onions, some teriyakis. Man, don't get me started.
Here's
But
the official
impossible meat, impossible or Beyond Meat, where the red come from? All that
Supposed to be
shit ain't
vegan.
beet juice. That shit might be some human blood in there.
I'm gonna tell you, that's why my two white friends were such good friends. It's like it's not because I'm so much of a fan of white people, but I know they eat people when they get upset, and I don't want to be. I don't want to make people that upset. Where
Well,
I
they
get-
won't eat you because you thin.
Well, thank you,
Michael, go ahead.
They
with
don't
your-
like dark meat. either.
Dang, he do it.
Yeah,
Lord
they're like,
blesses
no,
me.
they
Jeffrey
love dark meat.
Jeffrey
Don't get
Dahmer
twisted.
did.
They love dark meat.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Dahmer had a refrigerator full of array of colors, but they were all in the brown family. Go ahead, Michael.
Officially, what's inside the Impossible Burger is water, soy protein concentrate, coconut oil, sunflower oil, natural flavor, 2% less.
What's the
of
natural flavor?
Me.
Now I'm just giving you the ingredients.
They put meat juice in it. Where the natural meat flavor coming
Yeah,
from?
Boo Boo has a natural flavor. It could,
Yeah.
that could cover a whole lot of stuff.
Coochie got a natural flavor.
Exactly.
Well, I actually like the taste of coochie, but it's a different story here.
Okay, focus. Go ahead, back to the impossible.
Yeah.
And
So
the beyond.
now we get into the minute cellulose yeast extract, cultural detox.
That mean your
food
baby
starch
daddy
modified soy. I can't even pronounce it.
That mean a left titty.
Oh.
Your baby daddy ass cheek. That's what's in that shit. He died. They compost his ass, and they grew some plants in that shit and made that meat.
There's a movie by
Alive.
no, not
Oh, that movie! I know what you're
Charleston Heston.
Oh, you're talking about
Southern Green.
Run?
Southern Green.
Oh, yeah,
Soylent Green. And no, there was another one made with Scarlett Johansson, The Island or something, where they was taking humans and composting them up.
I didn't see that one, but this is the ancient movie where they was feeding the masses, right? And they were talking about where they getting this food
That sound like
from.
Soylent Green.
And the guy over there discovered and realized it was shit.
Wow. So they was eating the pie from the Help.
Oh,
They was eating that Help pie. That shit pie. What you think impossible meat is? It's impossible. It ain't meat. And it's red as hell. Bee juice don't, it's more purplish, sorry. I seen what bee juice look like. All the plants in the world, unless y'all squeezing strawberries and that shit.
but I got an idea.
That ain't normal.
I watch Beetlejuice too. I don't look like that.
What?
Beetlejuice. That's where the beet juice come from.
Okay, Wonka Wonka. Next.
Just a quick thing. You know one thing they're lacking right now with food is fertilizer. Fertilizer is actually 3 to 4 times normally than what it used to be. And that's what you need to give food the
That
nutrients.
shit stink extra now too.
I
You
got
noticed?
it. But maybe people can do a side job and start taking their shit and making their own fertilizer
Okay.
and selling it directly in the open market. What do you think about
Sarah.
that?
I will sign me up. I want to get on because I know a lot of homeless people can do this in Hollywood. I mean, they just use all that compost for the sidewalks. When we could be putting it in somebody's garden. And I think they'll grow a lot of more stuff. And I'm all about doing that. As a
God
matter of
doesn't
fact,
waste anything.
He don't waste anything. That's why I was trying to explain to
God
Donnie one
don't
time.
waste nothing, and apparently neither do human beings, because they're taking all these bodies and what they doing with the dogs and cats. It's cats everywhere. You know they got to do something with
Compost.
it. They making compost. Y'all need to investigate compost and see what they growing in it. Our weed might be having compost. I might be smoking a nigga from the X-Clan.
You
I
haven't
don't know.
stopped.
You smoking a nigga that got smoked.
I might be. The nigga that got shot last week on Vermont and whatever, because it was somebody shot on Vermont, I'm sure.
no. That's
I'm
a
sure
party.
he got compost. They done grew some Gorilla Glue out that nigga, or some, what they call it, dead man walking. We got all kind of names to
Zaza.
it. Zombie smoke. I might be smoking zombie smoke. We might turn into damn Walking Deads fucking around with these people eating Beyond Burgers. Next image, let's talk about this gold for a minute. Now, we had all heard of pyrite, right? You know what pyrite is. It's fake gold.
Mm-hmm.
That's fool's gold. That's what the cowboys be like, no, you done found some pyrite, or you don't know shit from Shinola. Them terms came from that, right? Let's go to the next image. Now, this is what the Asians are doing. They paint rocks and selling them. They paint
That's
them
gold.
with gold. And they sell them to these damn fools over the internet. It's a fool right now. Oh, I just got the best deal on gold, nigga. Yeah, you just got some tin painted with real gold. It don't take shit to melt up one brick and paint 1,000 rocks.
At least you can barbecue with that. That's charcoal. Sign me up.
Next image.
I want to come to your barbecue.
Now let's talk about fake money. This is fake. So watch when y'all buying gold. Please, please make sure it's real. Now let's talk about this money. Now this is counterfeit money. Put it up, Sarah. Put the image up. Now, can you tell the real ones from the fake ones?
No, I never got that high.
Upper right is fake. Middle right is fake. And the real one is the below for the $20.
They can't spell. They done spelled the name wrong on all the damn
No,
bills.
they did. They put Franklin. That shit don't even
The
say
name
Franklin.
wrong. Oh man, but they don't say Republican, they say
All
Repla.
these fake though.
That's what I said. Look at that. All the names is spelled wrong.
All of them are fake?
You can look. Yeah, that's all.
I
all the
have
names,
one of the bills.
All the names
Oh, really?
is wrong.
Yes, I have the
at
last
it.
bill. Actually, the one that says
Repla.
for motion picture purposes.
Yes.
This is what they use in movies, you guys.
Yes, they do. And I use it at the corner store when I can get away with it when the old man is there.
Pass it down. Let's pass down the fake
By the
bill.
way, money is not made of paper.
It's cloth.
made. There we go. See.
Yeah, it's made of what? Go ahead, say it louder. Say
Yeah,
it
it's
proud.
made of cloth.
It's made
Right.
of linen.
Right.
Money is
and
made
that's what I was
of
saying,
fine
because
linen, okay? Like a linen leisure suit.
this is
A lot of people don't know money's made out of linen. It's not just made out of cotton. That shit's made out of linen, okay?
That's why when you wash it, it stays.
Now, what you
Yeah.
got to say about that money, Steve? He trying to steal your money.
Oh no! Some of this I was
Trying to go to
no,
get
no.
some pity.
I was just about to get this back to you because I'm saved and we don't steal that much stuff.
This is like
That
it feels
much.
like Monopoly money.
Yeah.
Just a little
You
bit.
want it? I got plenty of it.
Oh yeah, I might have to just pass this off to a nigga and be
that's a-
like, here,
Yeah.
let's bet.
That's my
I put mine down right there.
that's my figure.
And you know what? That's I don't know. Do they really look hard in the stripper clubs with that? Because it be all
It
dark
says-
and stuff.
It's dark in there.
It
Yeah.
says in props we trust, okay?
It
It says in props we trust. So we won't be, this is what they use on Empire. This is what they use on Power. When Tommy be handing them rolls of money, it be this bullshit.
And that's what a lot of the rappers be having when you see them on Instagram. Big
Yeah,
bricks
they
of
be
that. That's what they have.
perpetrating the fraud. Speaking of fake shit, they faking like they balling out of control and ain't none of them niggas balling. Okay, they more like playing dodgeball. They not playing ball. Next image. Now let's talk about fake niggas.
George,
Now see, you in the club,
I thought that was
Andrea.
Steve Harvey.
You in the club one
George
night.
Jefferson.
And you talking to him like, oh, his waves look good. This nigga done brushed his waves. He got
shit
them
look
jailhouse
good, though.
waves.
Wave check.
Them is some jailhouse waves. You know, that's when they take forever. But see, look at the back of his head. Okay, it's a little sparse in the taper area. It looked better before the weave. See how the taper looked better before the weave? When you get the weave, it's a little spacey. But look at the line. Women ain't the only ones with lace fronts.
Nope.
Ladies, y'all could be having hot sex on a platter with him. And if he get too sweaty, his weave gonna get to slide from side to side like a yarmulke.
That happened one time. I was having sex with this girl and her
His
wig
weave
fell
gonna
off.
be in the back like a yarmulke or a kufi. You gonna be like, nigga, do you become Muslim while we was having sex?
Yeah. That girl
That
wig
is
fell off when I was hitting it, and you know I made her put duct tape on. Like she wore a wig like a helmet that time after that because it wasn't right.
Yeah, but why they gotta see? They got the perfect. I mean, men are walking around with fake beards, fake weaves, and they have the nerve to fix their mouth and tell women, "You need to stop wearing that weave, baby." Nigga, let's see if your hair real.
Fake
You
dicks?
gotta do a hair check now, Steve.
But-
have
but-
you thought of?
No, this is a style in Alabama. For me, and it is for everybody in Alabama like this. But my Aunt Jean beard is real because I know that because I was one of the ones who used to cut it for her sometimes. And you know, I know it's real. Plus her little chin hairs, they don't bother nobody that she date.
Yeah, but
You
him,
know what about you?
it
Yeah.
don't bother. They tickle their
No.
balls, huh?
Yeah,
she be like,
oh
"Hey,
yeah.
let me tickle you with my chin hair,
I'm telling you,
nigga."
on watch first Sunday, my Aunt Jean gonna be back up in the church, sitting up near the
Right
front.
next to a nigga with a wig. Now let's talk about his head. Now see, he got a lot of cranium.
Yeah.
When you got a lot of cranium back cranium, that mean that weave had to be precisionally shaped to that dome.
That looks good.
That son bitch smart though. They charge him double.
Now if my head was shaped like that and I was him, I'd go out and get a weave. What about you, Steve?
Oh no, my hair was like that, man. Lord, what have I done to forsake this kind of son bitch on top of my head?
What about you, Ronald? You got a smooth head. It looks like
Yeah.
you got all your hair. You just don't like it.
Exactly.
Yeah, see, I was a barber 15
Yeah.
years. I know when
Yeah.
a nigga got a full head of hair.
Yeah.
And you have a full head of hair.
Yeah.
You just shave it off.
Yeah.
Unlike most niggas who try to preserve their hair when it's thinning, he has a full head of hair. Look how his beard grows.
If I let my hair grow out, it'd be just like
I can tell.
that.
Wow,
yeah.
that shit
But-
I can see the remnants of your hairline. See, I know these things.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael's studying like, how did she know? It's the eagle eye of the barber. Y'all keep keep questioning me. I was a barber.
Oh, the
15 years.
Oh my God.
I know everything about everything.
Damn.
The barbershop taught me. But it also taught me that this nigga got a lot of hair. He could do that.
That's Suge Knight's cousin, Suge Day. And what he does with his hair is he really, the beard gives it away. He got all this hair. He's lucky.
Now, see, what about the brothers with the spots, though? Like, see, they ain't got a full baldy like that, but they got them spacey spots. They need to come up with a weave for the spacey spots. Like, you know how the ladies got the quick...
Like a
What?
partial?
It's called polka dots. In West Virginia,
Yeah,
they do a lot.
partial weave.
Polka dots.
What's that called?
Polka dots.
It's a toupee. That's
No,
what
when
this
you
is
be having those
replaced.
little spots, you know.
It's not alopecia all the time.
Okay. So,
All the time.
No, it's not. It's not. We ain't gonna call it the Jada. We gonna call it alopecias.
okay, thank you.
Okay.
It's a one pay
Oh,
if you
wow.
want to
Is that the new nickname now?
No, I'm just saying. Okay,
Yeah.
that was me. That was below the belt. I'm not feeling her right now though. After the slapping. Okay, next image. Now see, that's how it looked before it go
I
on.
thought that was a turtle.
Is that a man's thing? Is that a
That's
Jerry
the
curl?
man's. That's before they cut it. That's how it looks before they cut it. It's human hair.
Oh.
So somebody with hair like mine or like Ronald's, cut it off and let them glue it on like the cancer patient wigs.
Then it pops
And
on
then
your
they
head.
Glue it to your head.
Oh wow. Okay,
And then they give you a fade.
got it.
They glue you an afro on
And how
to
long
cut
does it last for?
Probably about, it depends on you. If you're a sweater, if you're a if you're doing a lot.
Athletics.
It's better if you're a
Yeah.
bastard.
You're like me.
Yeah, and if you,
But-
I'll say about a month,
How
maybe
much do it
3
cost?
weeks. Oh, it's up
about
there
a
like the
grand.
women's.
Oh,
week.
oh, shit, that lasts me
it's
a
in
10
the
or
hundreds,
15
in the
years.
hundreds. It's in
$100, I'm gonna
There's
keep that at
probably
least
a
8
barber
months.
in LA doing starting you off at 140 somewhere.
No, when I was used to get a
140,
haircut,
you
it was
could probably
$10.
get a look like that little spot. You could probably get that covered for 140.
No, that's too much. I just put, thank God, I'm saying the Lord blessed me. And like other people, God blessed me. He picks up in the places that people are lacking. The Lord blessed me with pubic hairs. I'm going to just duct tape some dick hairs sometime by here and watch what Jesus do for me.
But the texture gonna be different. You got good
That's okay.
hair
I just played off wear a hat.
You got good hair up there.
Yeah, I'm going to just wear, as long as you put a hat on.
Question. If he's stroking good, y'all don't care what he got on top of his head, do you?
If that shit start wiggling around, it'll be a problem for any female.
If he's stroking, even if he's
And
stroking,
I don't care how good his penis is. If his hair slide back like a yarmulke
Oh,
and
y'all
reveal
need
a
to
dog,
It's
it's gonna be a problem.
I hear women.
Ladies in the room, would it
Women
be a
make-
problem? Say hell yeah.
Women make
Okay, y'all have just heard the DK Wade crowd, and they said, hell yeah.
But guess what? The Lord gives us what we need to survive. If my head is like this, look what Jesus did for me. Ain't nobody gonna notice that.
This
Nobody even knows that.
next image, Sarah. Next image. Okay, speaking of fakes, we ain't gonna go into personalities. Let's just focus on the end nigga.
They just twins. All of them look the same.
Let's focus on the daddy. I mean the sister or the mama friend.
the
What
Maddie.
is he now?
A he bitch.
Okay, we can't. That's transgender unfriendly.
Oh no, that's not no transvestite.
Well, see, unless you cut off your penis, I don't consider you trans. So he still has a penis. He just like looking like them. And there's a word for it. We found that out on the transgender show. But the reason I have him up here is because he is not a woman. And that
No.
seems to be the theme in America right now, is to not be a woman. And they're taking everything from us,
Yes.
women.
And I think that's bad.
And I used him as an example because he's a triathlete. See, he don't even believe in himself. Look how one eye closed and the other one open.
But
He's doubting himself in the picture. Like, should I smile? Should I open
You're
both
right.
eyes?
But this is one thing that, and I agree totally with. They shouldn't be taking this stuff because the women work hard for this stuff. But I took this girl home a couple weeks ago. I told you about that.
Here
and,
it come,
You
y'all.
know, this is serious stuff. But when I get her there, she's beautiful, and suddenly to find that it all was a waste because there was a big thing staring me in the face. So I kicked it with my feet and I hit it with my hands. What I thought was a bitch was nothing but a man. So right then,
Oh my God! And that was from the Dead Poets Society. Next image. Now here he is smiling ear to ear like I look better than you now, bitch. I bet you he said that to her. I've always wanted to say this to you. Remember the last time we fucked? I wanted to say this, but I couldn't, but now I can. I'm more woman than you, bitch. No. He couldn't wait to tell her, and I can outrun you too, and all of your daughters.
His knees gave him away.
Because they old?
No, they just man legs.
Well, yeah. I mean, he a triathlete. He's still cut up. Look
I
at his
wouldn't say that,
legs.
but he's built like my uncle Darren. They got the same legs. Yeah, that's
Look at
Darren,
the hand, too. Big old head.
Big old veiny hand.
Veiny hand, that's George Foreman's arm.
But see, Caitlyn have every right to change his gender into whatever the hell he wants. That's between him and God. The problem I have, and we are not bashing transgender people, is that they're taking everything from women, including womanhood. Next image.
Uh-oh.
This nigga. See what I'm saying?
He got Paul on his jersey.
I had those other images of Bruce just to get to his chestless, tittyless ass. At least if you gonna claim to be a woman, have some decency to buy some titties. How you swimming with a flat chest, homie?
Well, he's white. They all do it. But
No, that's disrespectful. I'm a swimmer. Look at these. I've been swimming all my life on every swim team. I had to wear harness to hold them in the pool, but damn it, they were in that swimsuit. And swim team uniforms are disrespectful to your body. Look at
But Johnny,
Yes.
he's a champion.
It was a college he won?
He beat.
He the Olympics.
See,
No, not the Olympics.
he couldn't beat no men in his. He was like number 421 in the country in swimming.
Is that the correct number?
This
there?
is
That was.
Google it.
That was.
It's a correct
That is.
number. It's 400 some. He was 400 some.
462. Yep. That was a 462.
He beat the women. Now he number one.
But this should be
So
a
that
cutoff.
means if you was 400 and something in men, how dare you? What you was about to say.
I say there should be a cutoff, and I'm really aboard, and I'm all about. I'm trying to go to the government with this. If you over 5
More
feet
bullshit.
and 6 inches tall, you too tall to be a transvestite.
More bullshit
Cut
like
it
I
off.
thought. Next.
I got a little bullshit, too. I was going to say, have you noticed he got a long vagina?
He probably did what Sarah said and castrated half his dick off, so probably that is his dick nub. Okay. He done split it to look like pussy lips. I'm just saying he done split his dick to look like pussy lips.
No.
He cut it, castrated it, split it to look like pussy lips. That is a dick nub.
Castration of the dick again. Wait, God,
I'm just
we gotta
saying.
Go back there again. But this kind of reminds me of your dialogue where you had the transgenders that went into the prison. So
Oh, yeah, that show.
More in advance.
Y'all go back and watch that show.
That was me. I
Transgender
did that.
Prison
Yeah, that's episode number 3, by the way.
Yes.
You know, where they're having a difficult time to give some real pussy, so they put themselves in an advantageous situation. It's the same thing, isn't it?
For swimmers, for
No,
athletes.
for athletes, it's like, well,
I
if
think
I
it's
can't
a
compete,
cop-out.
if I can't compete in this world as a man, then I can compete in this world as a half a man.
And fuck these women. They don't need it. We're men. We're taking over everything women have. No offense, fellas, but that's the way it feels like to women. You've been working all your life. You Flojo, you running. You getting it. You got nails. You like, bitch, what? You that athlete in Jamaica with the colorful hair or the bitch smoking weed on America's team. Like, dude, I could rather smoke a blunt. But why does a transgender nigga with purple hair get to run next to her and say, I'm better than you because I changed my gender? You shouldn't even be able to compete with a woman.
No, but remember, this is what all the women was all up in arms about. Y'all wanted this. Now y'all got it.
We
now
wanted
Jimmy's the
equality,
champion.
but they
What did they
taking
want?
it
They
back.
wanted this. They
wanted what?
The Democrats checked them. They go, yeah, man, equal rights for everybody. It's equal rights when James gets to cut his dick off and then go with the ladies.
It's
yeah,
no fun
James,
when the
they
rabbit
wanted
got the
this.
gun.
Has anybody
That's what
thought
he's
this is
saying.
overpopulation control?
Overpopulation.
Oh,
Everybody gonna be one of them
if
dudes.
you keep changing the way that you are on the outside, You can't have children.
Exactly.
And if you keep being unhappy with the way you are on the outside, you won't be happy.
Well, if you're castrating your shit and turning it into coochie lips and swimming on women's swim teams, you ain't trying to be a daddy. No way, nigga. Why are y'all taking all our shit? Try to compete against each other. Transgenders need their own sporting section. America,
Like the
listen
Special
to me.
Olympics.
YouTube, yep, just like the Special Olympics, y'all need the Trans Olympics. You should not be able to compete like the weightlifter. Caitlyn winning the Woman of the Year award. You're not a woman. You should have won that award. You could have won the Trans Woman a Year award. You're a triathlete. You was on the Wheaties box. You did not have hair and lipstick on that Wheaties box in 1976 when I was in 3rd grade admiring the box while I was eating my cereal. You know, every little kid look at the box while they eat their cereal. I gotta look at everything on the box while I'm eating my cereal, including the glucose and what's in it. I'm looking at that box, studying. Tell me you didn't study the box when you ate your cereal.
All the time.
Did you study the box when you
I
ate your
actually
cereal?
did.
You probably
I was
did.
a
You
greedy
were.
little kid. I ate everything.
We couldn't afford to get that kind
was
of
my-
cereal. But
Oh,
I
you
tell
had the
this,
bag. Yeah,
he
you
wasn't
had
no
the bag. I
triathlete.
studied the bag too. We had county. We was on food.
No, we didn't get no pictures on our bag. And
I ate
that bag
chitlins,
ain't no
and I got
triathlete.
government
Oh, you
cheese.
had the one that just said generic, the black and
It
white.
didn't even say that. It just said a bag. I guess it was
Oats.
Captain
It
Crunch.
said cereal.
It's like Captain Crunch with no berries.
Just
that-
oats.
It said
This is something that you need to hear because he's a son. I don't like because he tells a triathlete. He wasn't no triathlete. He's a biathlete. That's why he was a man and
Pull
a
that
man.
picture all the way up, Sarah.
Biathlete.
All the way.
Look at him.
Now let's talk about his hips.
He ain't got no hips.
You can't compete against women without hips. I'm sorry. At least you could go. Bruce went and got some hips.
No,
And
he didn't.
Caitlyn got stuff.
That must be his sister or something. He got that long spine thing going on down there. That man no hips.
He should not. And look at his face. He's looking like these bitches. Don't
Look at his
even-
arms.
This is what he's saying in his mind right now. These bitches are all mad because I won, but I identify as one of them. So suck it up. Suck my dick.
Suck my dick.
He still got it.
You know, I really feel sorry for our children.
Me
I mean,
too.
we already were confused as it is, and now they're heavily promoting this inside
Yes.
of schools and stuff. I mean, when I was a teenager, I didn't even know
Let
anything
kids be
about my
kids.
sexuality.
Yes.
You know, I barely knew how to talk to a woman, let her know that I'm confused myself. I mean, it's real tough, and I really feel sorry. I'm glad I was born when I was, but we really got to start promoting like this is what you were given.
Yes.
This is what God gave you.
God didn't really
God
make
makes
a
no
mistake.
mistakes.
No.
You know, there's
He
a
made
reason.
male and female.
Exactly.
I'm gonna tell you another thing that's just a fact too. The only thing that lives that has sex for pleasure are humans. That's how you know.
Yeah,
I had a
that's
guy
true.
who told
That's
me,
a good point.
a guy told me, yeah, man, people are born gay. Well, let me ask you, there's only one way you can be born gay. There's the only way if you're born having sex. I know 6 sets of Siamese
You
twins.
born with a dick in your mouth.
What?
I ain't never met a person born with a dick in their mouth. Now, some people got them on the belly button or a couple on the neck muscles if they, if they connect it. But nobody born with it in the mouth. That's a learned behavior. We do what we see and repeat what we can change. Nobody born.
But did y'all see Saturday Night Live this past week? Anybody watch SNL? Jordan Carmichael was hosting, a fellow comedian.
I
of
watched a
ours.
little bit of it.
Now,
Yeah,
did you see that rainbow doll with the pussy hair?
Yeah, I saw. I came in on
The
that
doll
part.
had rainbow pussy hair. They remember the doll you cranked the hair when we was little, and the Barbie would grow her ponytail bigger. They redirected one of those dolls to rainbow yarn out of her head. Cause he came out recently. Jordan just came out and said,
like doing what?
out the closet, he's gay. Jordan.
Oh, he started being okay.
He started telling everybody how he really
He was on
feels.
Seth Meyers last night
Jordan.
too.
So that Jordan Carmichael.
Oh.
So this is what he did. They
No,
on,
no.
on SNL. I mean, Jordan's cool. He's a friend of mine. I ain't seen him in years, but he was cool. But on SNL, they took a Barbie, made it have rainbow hair, and when they stripped the doll to change the clothes, it was like the Home Shopping Network, one of them
Right.
sketches. The doll had a big bush, and it was rainbow. Then they put the swimsuit up her coochie and had the bush sticking out both sides. And I'm looking like, for real, on SNL?
You see what I
Even
mean?
though kids ain't watching it that late, I used to sneak up and
Me
watch
too.
it. So I know there's a teenager or a preteen, somewhere a 10-year-old, like, watching this. But why are you promoting
That's
this?
what I'm saying.
Even to parents.
Yeah, why?
It's
What's the
not
point of that?
okay.
No,
and
it's
the
not.
kids are like, I want one of those rainbow pussy dolls.
Exactly. The kids.
I would be one of those kids. I want a doll with the rainbow pubic hair, mama. Pat. That's what I would have got.
Exactly. Me too.
Pat, pat,
I know
pat. It would
me,
have been
I
more
would-
like 3 at a time.
I would have had sex with one of them dolls. But the point I'm
You
making.
probably would.
Yeah, I wasn't saved back then.
They
But
got
I'll
real
tell-
life dolls you can have sex with.
No, I tried them, and them things, they feel weird.
Oh, we'll do
be-
a show on that,
My neighbors
too.
would look at me looking at one of them dolls, but
I
look,
bet you did try it.
I tried to have sex with a mannequin that time at
Next
Walmart.
to me, Sarah. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. I'm not playing with
Good-looking
you,
mannequin.
Steve. Speaking of fake, the ultimate fake.
That's my dude
Now,
right
y'all
there.
see how
Trump.
his family
Fake
throwing
person,
him up under
fake
the bus
president, or
right
fake
now?
hair?
And guess what?
Fake all of it.
No, this is
He's
why
going to
people.
be our next president again.
No, Donald Trump is going to be. You know what? This is why America don't like Donald Trump, whether you like it or not. They don't like Donald Trump because Donald Trump is not a homosexual. If Donald Trump would have said, I like to suck men's penis, they said we were wrong about Trump, guys. Let's give him a chance.
Let's
but Donald
talk
Trump said, I
about
like
Donald's
to grab women by the
He sure
vagina.
did get animated, didn't
No,
he?
because this is true. No, this is
Them
true.
glasses look like Trump supporter
Oh,
glasses.
yeah, I'm with Trump. Trump
You
put
was probably
$90,000
at-
in my business.
You was probably at the
Did he
Capitol.
really?
Trump put $90,000 into my business because I'm black. I had a business under Obama. I had a business under what's the other liar dude? The Hillary Clinton, Hillbilly Clinton, whatever his name is.
Bill.
Yeah, Billiam. All of them I had a. But
Bill Clinton.
Get that one. And nobody ever helped my business except for Donald Trump. 90,000. Plus he did the platinum package. I said, well, let's compare Trump's platinum package with Obama's. This is how they trick black people to vote against their own interests. That's why gas is up $17 a gallon. Forget that. I'd never vote Democrat again. They want
Well,
to
I
vote
already
dumb
told
independent.
y'all the day I voted.
Would you sign language now?
Yeah, jump, dump. You know the what?
Look,
vote,
the
yeah.
day I voted for the president, when Biden and Kamala were running, and Trump, I couldn't bring myself to vote for Trump that day because I was just against his pussy grabbing ways and his son-in-law with the 666 building. You know, and his daughter that is inappropriate with him and their inappropriate relationship. I couldn't vote for Biden because he's inappropriate with everyone. He's a rubby, touchy person, and he sucks his teeth back. Nigga, you better get some real veneers like me. But anyway, and stop playing with them dentures. And then there's the way the daughter and the son-in-law threw him under the bus recently. Oh, dad had something to do with it. He shouldn't have said what he said. Y'all throwing them under the bus for a reason. We got to watch them too. They gonna surface back up in Israel somewhere with some more.
Well,
news.
there's a rumor that some people
saying.
some people want her to run for president. So maybe she's trying to stay clean.
Her?
Yeah,
Who's her?
the daughter.
Ivanka
This is
with the Russian mama.
But no, that's not true. I'm gonna tell you, and I've said this before, but you.
We
may
know you
forgot.
support them.
Well, not just the support. I just support common sense. They're the most common sense thinking people because Democrats want people to be homosexuals. But I'm gonna tell you a fact. This is just listen to what I'm saying. Take the feelings out. Adolf Hitler is the smartest man in history because this is how people don't understand.
Okay, let's go to
But hold-
commercial break right
Watch this.
now. On
We're
that
commercial.
note, we're going to.
I'm gonna tell you how.
Okay, let's go to commercial though. I still need to play that commercial. And let's come back. We can go a little over.
I think Sarah needs a little bit more time to find the commercial.
No, she's all right. We'll be right back with some more on DK's Way. They can hear you still, Steve. You on the microphone.
Oh.
We'll be right back on DK's Way, y'all.
We're A-Game, a 100% Black-owned company with an all-natural product and world-class customer service. We're headquartered in California, and we manufacture, package, and ship right here in the United States. We ship to more than 125 distributors worldwide. Normal processing is 2 to 3 days, and we employ virtual tracking until our product is received. So, no matter where you are in the world, here we come, and we're bringing your A game.
We go live to out-of-work actress Ancha Mima. So, you're out of work. Can you tell us what happened, Ancha?
I lost my modeling contract that I had for over 127 years. Now a bitch ain't got nothing because of you old cancel everything ass niggas.
Well, don't you think you depict a negative image?
Damn, I got bills to pay. A bitch got diabetes. And I had to fuck the cream of wheat man just to pay my damn rent. Now that I ain't got no job, my OnlyFans is now open. So let me pop your tart.
Welcome back to DK's Way, you guys. If you're just tuning in, I am the one and only Donnie Keith. Sitting to my left, I have the comedian Ronald Cole. Sitting in between him and comedian Steve Turner, I have my resident ologist, the Mikael himself. And we are talking about all things fake. We done talked about fake lettuce. We done talked about Donald Trump. Steve let us know that he's definitely a Donald Trump fan. He be right next to Kanye with it, like, go Trump, go. Go Trump, go. Okay? And we just talking about all things fake. Now, I had it on Bruce Jenner or Caitlyn, whichever you choose to call him. He's always going to be Bruce Jenner to me because he was a triathlete that I admired growing up. So when he turned, yeah, whatever the fuck he was, he could do it all like Bo, damn near. But when he decided to go to Caitlyn and got a Woman of the Year award, I just threw all hope away because I'm like, dude, you're not a woman. We got to understand that, you know, society really is trying to annihilate the female species. We have no say-so in who we race against, who we, even movie roles that are geared for women are now being given to transgender women. Like the guy from Orange is the New Black. Beautiful guy. I'll say beautiful guy because he has transformed. I don't know if he had to change or not. I'm sure he's a woman now. But to me, you know, dude, you're taking jobs from real women. But just because you decide you want to be something, I might decide I want to be a millionaire. It didn't happen.
Right. I said you can't just decide to be a woman because you know why? You can cut your stuff off and you can tuck a beard on or duct tape, whatever. But guess what? Women are built differently internally, and you can't just internally make yourself different, James.
Well, my thing is, if you haven't had menopause or hot flashes, you see how I was acting till they turn the air conditioner on in here. People get hangry. I get hot-gry, okay? I will fight you when I'm hot. When I'm having a hot flash, I might scratch you. I might just haul off it. Okay? So it's not cool. And we are talking about all things fake, y'all. So we going to keep it going so we could wrap out the show. Did you have something to say?
One last thing, too, because I know you're talking about the menopause. Now I know that Henry Jenner, whatever his name is now, he did have a couple men on pause when he did that commercial, and that he could call.
I should have known. Next image.
Well, you know,
Let's talk about these two for a minute. Speaking of fake. Now, I think that Will is faking like he really gave a fuck. I mean, if y'all read, I'm going to read his book on air. We got to read some excerpts from his book because the stuff he's talking about his wife has done to him, it affected this man so much he put it in a memoir. Memoirs of what this bitch done did to me. That's the way you should have named the book. Memoirs of the fucked up shit my wife did.
But this is the messed up part. He's cheating already because he's on stage right now with a picture of the Oscar before the whole event even took place. I mean, how did you go? That's how it was probably planned. How you gonna have an Oscar and then do some? Come on, man, he's a liar.
So what you saying, Steve?
I'm saying if there's no way he should this early in the program, he should have the Oscar with him.
Ain't that at the after party?
It's not at the Oscars. That's at the Oscars. I remember when he had that trophy in his hand. That's it right there. And then,
Well, Jada knew that dress was ugly, so she went and changed.
well, then why didn't she come out there and tell him about her dress or whatever? He's on stage with the Oscar. That's the trophy he won.
This is the deal that he had to make. He made this deal a long time ago. He said, when we rise you up, we're going to have to tear you down and make just as much money as we did rising you up. No party would actually volunteer to have all their shit in the streets like that unless they were ordered to.
Or unless your wife is your handler.
Yeah,
Right. That's
She's
it.
the puppet
And
master.
she's the one with the teacup.
She's the puppet
Like on Get Out, and he's in the sunken place, and she wanted to slap Chris
That's
Rock.
what they want you to believe.
She
They
said,
want you to believe that he's emasculated.
He is.
He
And
is.
he's got like a control. They played it good. They
No.
done scripted well.
That's why
you
he
guys
was-
fell in love
No.
with it now, and now that's the byline, and that's
why
the
he was
narrative.
crying
You
so
want
hard.
to talk about him being a punk ass and can't stand up to his
Yes.
woman, and he's gonna
I don't
constantly.
see him that way.
Well, his career is going down, so we'll see the next couple
I don't
of years.
see him not standing up to his woman. I see him not standing up to the image him and his woman represent. That is manipulation on her part.
Right.
I'm not saying he's in the clear because he's the one that got up and slapped the shit out of Chris. And as a comedian, the shit ain't cool.
Right. And I'm not saying he's not standing up to his woman. I definitely am not saying that. But I'm also not saying that he's standing up and peeing. Because Will Smith, you know what I'm saying is, they had a good scene.
You
and
saying
I'm trying
he's a
to-
squatter?
He has to sit down and pee. And the thing that's so bad about that, right now, that's why I tried to call somebody that knows Will. And I told him about it, because they're having a sale, and I want him to go up there and get some. They sell them, I think, at Walmart and Target right now, a pair of balls, and they're in the back, and he can go buy him a pair. And because he's not going to make it.
But
So what is your
let's-
antidote
let-
when you're just got a lot going on and it's about to squirt all over the place? How you control?
Okay, see, I
Put
knew
it
this
on
was
that
going.
blanket.
Okay, I need
But
y'all to
because-
stop right now. Let's go on and keep this subject going. Ronald, go ahead. What you got to say? Because they doing too much.
on the
We
Will
can
Smith
talk
subject.
about-
Okay, I need y'all to shut up on the microphones right now.
On the Will Smith subject,
Yes, please. Please bring some sense to this.
I think my take, the reason why he was crying so much was he really didn't want to get up there and do that. But he got the look. Dr. Evil gave him the look, and he had to go up there and do what she wanted him to do. Otherwise, I think he was afraid that if he didn't do it, she was going to have August on speed dial after the show.
I don't think she ever stopped fucking August or anybody else. Let's just be blatant about this. Allegedly. I don't know. Like I said, this is, fair use. It's out there. You put it on Red Table Talk, Jada. I was on your side until I started hearing what Will's book was saying about the shenanigans you've been pulling on. The man planned a 40th birthday for her for 3 years. Her ungrateful ass embarrassed him. How dare you? Oh, read it. Read it. I'm going to read it on there. I don't want to spoil it for you guys that haven't read the book.
Come out.
The book just came
few
out.
months
It's called
ago.
Will.
Yeah.
It came out before the incident.
yeah,
Yes,
before.
but it's selling now like hotcakes because of the incident. But I want to get back into that incident. I'm going to go back to you because I
Okay.
know you're going to say some bullshit.
Yeah.
So, let's talk about T.I. for a second. I didn't put his image up there for a reason. Now, we comedians. Now, that's T.I. before the hair. He looked better without hair, but if you
Yes.
want to wear hair, fine. Okay, everybody's, quality of hair ain't the same. Now, T.I. got mad at another comedian Monday night because she made a joke refereeing him and his wife's sexual allegations, allegedly. They supposed to be doing some Bill Cosby shit to bitches out there, allegedly. Now, everybody ain't forgot about the shit, nigga, just because you swept it under the rug, paid everybody off, blah, blah, blah. I was down with T.I. being a comedian because he's, I see Expeditiously. I was a subscriber. I unsubscribed after this comedy shit. And when I see him out there, it's no love lost, nigga. I just see you. You can't be hopping your ass on stage with comedians. You're lucky it was her, because I done had chairs thrown at me and all types of shit, but I ain't never had another comedian, quote unquote, sit their ass on stage and disrespect. Did you see the video?
Well, I didn't see
No,
that.
I just heard little bits and pieces. He jumped on stage with the girl.
Well, he was telling her, take her wig off. Shut up, bitch. You ain't funny. That type of shit that you shouldn't be doing.
He
Yes.
ain't funny.
It's an open mic, nigga, first of all, in Atlanta. You walked into her room. She the host, not him. He did a half-hour set at an open mic. Superstar entitlement bullshit. Because you need to do 5 minutes like everybody else and work that shit out. Because the longer you do, the more shit you could talk about. When you doing 3 minutes, it make you strong. It make you decide which joke to work on at a time. You up there doing half-hour sets because you a superstar, nigga. You got money. Niggas like, oh my God, T.I.'s doing comedy in my room. They so happy. Fuck that. You don't hop your ass on stage and sit down just because you don't like what somebody's saying. You in the news, nigga. People gonna talk about you, T.I. You and Tiny had sexual allegations. A comedian work they saw gonna talk about you. I mean, what comedian ain't gonna talk about you? Right. But she wasn't trying to go there until you made her go there. Now, see, me, you might have walked in the room. I might have been talking about any damn thing. I don't talk about your ass, nigga, if you happen to see this. But now comedians might. They might go dig into your shit and rehash some shit. Y'all better hope they don't Hannibal your ass, because Bill Cosby ended up in jail right after that. Remember when Hannibal busted his ass out? Well, nobody think about Bill Cosby till Hannibal made them jokes. I'm just saying, it's out there, it's fair use. Nigga, you should have never let me hear that shit. Ronald, what you think about this T.I. situation, about rappers becoming comedians and disrespecting our art? He was sitting on stage saying, she was saying, this shit ain't easy. This shit ain't easy. He was like, it ain't hard, it ain't hard. Nigga, I'll kick you in your back. You been a comic 5 seconds.
Ain't not funny.
Yeah.
Right, you are a super. And then he told her, I'm a superstar. You're right, I'm not a comedian. Then what the fuck you doing on stage taking my time, 30 minutes of it? Nigga, if you working out for whatever you working out for, go to open mics only.
Pay your dues.
Yeah, pay your dues if you're going to do it that way. But if you're going to disrespect the craft. Otherwise, keep doing what you're doing. But if you're going to disrespect the craft, you can't do that. If she's telling jokes, you have to respect that mic. You know, I don't care if you think you a superstar or not. You might be a superstar to other people that listen to that shit. The rest of the world don't listen to it.
And get a thick skin, too. You got to have a thick skin. You can't be reacting sensitive like that. No.
Y'all go home and watch that video. The nigga was sitting on the stage huffing and puffing like a little girl. It was disappointing because I was a fan of T.I.'s until that shit happened.
He was in a new world and he couldn't control it.
Right.
Yeah.
I love T.I.'s rap, but this rap ain't comedy. And so it's a big difference.
But I'll give anybody, I mean, comedians, rappers be funny. Mos Def was funny on stage. Will Smith tried to be a comedian, didn't work out for him. But there's a lot of dudes that are in music that are funny. Method Man is funny. I mean, I could just name a lot of rappers that are funny dudes that if they try stand-up, they might actually be good at it. I thought Mos Def would have been a great comedian. I think Cardi B will be a funny bitch because she's stupid. But T.I. is too serious. He's an activist more so, and he's a bully. Yes, you nigga, you's a bully.
But like I said, comedy ain't rap.
What's the word for it?
Skeptical, spectacle.
It's spectacle.
Everything
That's
is
absolutely right.
Everything is just blown out of proportion, and I am the spectacle now because I know that it will draw attention. And now I didn't know. Did you know that T.I. was a comic? You do because you're a comic, but most people didn't. And so now there's people going, "What? T.I. is a comic?" Because you got this big spectacle event that took place that you want to see or participate and see how T.I. disrespected somebody else. And now entertainment is just.
But see, it's an epidemic of comedians getting disrespected by celebrities right now.
Yeah.
An epidemic.
They got a license.
You know, because if you walk your ass on stage with me, you getting pushed off with a mic stand. I'm just giving you a FYI now. I might hit you with a right titty and blind your ass. You think I'm playing. I might scratch you across your face. Don't walk up on stage with me because you're threatening me. You're threatening me. You're threatening my personal space, especially if you're coming up there aggressive, because he came up there and hugged the girl and kept talking while he was hugging her. When you watch the video, you're going to see. The way you hugged me, first of all, you don't know me enough to hug me. He lucky it was her, because I would have been like, dude, get off the stage. Mm-hmm. I'm going to talk about your mama and everybody else. You think I was going in. I'm about to really go in, nigga.
Now, as comedians, one question. Do you guys think that, inexperienced comedians are going to be kind of like holding themselves back now? Because they don't want to receive some of the possible backlash?
Inexperienced comedians don't know the rule enough to hold themselves back.
But I think they will hold themselves, because I started doing comedy. When I started doing comedy, Cleveland, Chicago, Detroit, New York used to be the hardest place, because if you weren't funny in them places...
Most of these new comics are not holding back.
Yeah, well, if you weren't funny in those places, people would physically assault you. In those Cleveland, Chicago,
I know they'll throw
Detroit,
chicken at you in New Jersey and all types
back
of
New
shit.
Jersey, New York, it was very aggressive in the 90s. In the 90s, early 90s, it was real aggressive. But that's what I said. Right now, there's no excuse for people to do what T.I. doing. Everybody's nice. There's no excuse for that.
And then everybody ain't nice, but nigga, wait your turn. You already did a half hour. Your turn is over. Why are you talking to this female comic about her hair? Why are you disrespecting her while she's telling Joe, if you don't like her material, take your ass outside and smoke weed with all the rest of the comics. That's what we do. We don't listen to each other's sets. We don't become judgmental. As soon as I get off the fucking stage, I'm outside. I'm on my way to the next spot. Or I'm talking to somebody who can help my career, okay? Or somebody who can actually tag a joke and make it make sense. Nigga, that bitch could have helped you with some material, but you too busy disrespecting her. Next image.
Man, that's exactly right, Donnie. She just told the truth.
And if you don't like me, my name is DAUGNE, nigga, because if you saw this.
What? No.
Okay, this is fake cards. Don't say the word. We know what cards these are. They done stuck us all with it. At least twice or 3 times. Most people.
Thanks, Joe Biden.
Is it worthless now?
Did you hear about the guy that got 90 COVID shots?
You had to say it, huh?
Yeah,
you know they gonna clip that part out. But yeah, they gave him that thangaroo.
Yeah, because he was getting the cards and selling them. That's why he was getting the shots.
But they want us getting this shit.
Why
we gotta get it if they ain't getting it? Next image.
Who is they?
You know them.
Them, the ones that ain't getting it. Why we gotta get it if they can go buy it and fake like they got it? Now let's talk about a fake nigga.
That's Willy Wonka.
He lead people straight to hell in a handbasket with his church.
Joel Osteen.
Oh, that's a real person.
That's Joel Osteen. Mister, you can't come in my church during the flood. They was having hurricanes. The whole church beating at the door. He's like, oh no, I just got new carpet.
You don't know him all like that.
I'm sorry, y'all can't come in here. But here's some communion biscuits.
They had just remodeled and everything.
They were giving away stuff, and you had to be a member of the church.
You had to be a member of the church, Sarah has just informed me, to get a food box. They give away food boxes all through the corona, on every corner. At every school, they giving away free food. But at your church, nigga, you got to be a member.
I'll see you next Sunday.
Wow. Next image. Let's talk about fakeness. Now, it's a whole bunch of girls running around L.A. right now with that bottom one.
They both look real, though.
They sell them.
One's a little brighter. The top of it
is
a little brighter.
That's the same thing.
No, you can see.
Well, we know who will buy the fake one on Hollywood Boulevard. Yes. I feel sorry for your lady. She going to be like, he about me. And here, you might as well put this in it, too.
They look the same to me.
Oh, my God.
No, they don't.
You really are making
Hold on.
No, they don't.
How don't they look the same?
Look how sheen and
Look at the color.
That's just a different type of bag, but they're the same thing.
Louis Vuitton don't even make that color. Burnt olive brown.
I mean, that's the bottom
Okay,
one look
Steve. We gonna sign you up for the hair extension, my homeboy, and the Terminator glasses on.
Yeah, because that's almost the same. I mean,
he's back.
That's why they need women from overseas.
Get to the plane.
Go through the chopper.
Look at
Get
that.
to the chopper. Yeah, to get to the
Go
chopper.
through the chopper.
I seen Louis.
That's
Vuitton
how you
bags
live. Go
like
to
a
the
MS
chopper.
on 'em.
All right, y'all. This is Donnie Keith. This has been DK's Way. We have talked about everything fake, from preachers to T.I. being fake on stage like a comedian to
Swimmers.
the fake cabbage and lettuce. Watch the vegetables, please. To that Beyond Meat. Impossible. Anything y'all eating shit called impossible meat. They should just call it plant-based meat. Anytime it's beyond or impossible, I'm sorry, I don't trust
But
you.
you forgot one thing that's really fake. People who are fake in relationships, and then when they get married or when they had a kid, their true colors come out.
That's America for
I
you.
can tell you about that one. Yeah.
That's a whole nother show, Mikael. And we'll dive into that another day. We'll talk about busted ass relationships. Mikael must be going through something today because he wants to talk about it. Hey, anytime they speaking on it, they want to talk about it. Y'all, this has been DK's Way. I'm Donnie Keith. This is Ronald Cole. That's Mikael. And that is Stevie Turner. Y'all stay tuned for the Double D Den. I got 1, 2, 3. You going up? 4 funny people. Tune in. We'll be right back with some more. I'm Donnie. Bye.
But look, this is what I'm gonna say.